My name's Julie Black. I'm a 64-year-old Barkindji woman of the stolen generation. Mummy said I had a big laugh, a big smile on my face when I was born. She said I didn't cry. She said I had a big smile, and she said, oh, this baby's gonna laugh. So she called me Cherie Kookaburra. So they ended up, when they took me, they called me Julie Black then. This lady that had already adopted a Aboriginal girl in Wollongong, they asked her if she'd take me for Christmas because nobody was there to look after me and that. And she said, yeah. And of course, when you're little and black, they all think you're cute and everything else. So, she took me then and decided to keep me. From the age of 4, I was locked in the outside dunny. I remember I was playing that day with my teddy bears and stuff, and she yanked me out because it was starting to rain and yanked me up the stairs, and I was crying and that I wanted to go and save my teddy bears. The water was coming down the drain all on top of them, and so she shoved me down there. I picked them all up and they fell apart in my hands. And I think that upset her, and she locked me in the toilet in that dunny, old outside dunny. And that was the start of it all. I'd be locked in there for hours, different days, different times. The father, Teddy, he survived. He was my best friend. And I used to cry to him, and we'd say a prayer that my real mum would come and get me, take me home. I didn't want to be there. And then if she heard me crying, I'd get flogged. And my welfare officer, I told her that I was getting flogged and that. And she said, oh, well, if you're getting flogged, then you deserve it. She said, more of you little black savages should have been taken and flogged. You're going to be educated whether you want to be or not. I used to cop that all the time. You're going to be educated. You're going to be who we want you to be. And of course, we lived behind the Wollongong Hospital, and I was always told since I was a kid, that's what I'm going to be. You're going to be a nurse, that's what you're going to be. I wanted to draw and paint, but no, I had to be a nurse. Yeah. They told me that my father was an old man who raped my mother, and I was born out of rape, so I wasn't worth much. I found out that wasn't right. My mother and father were just two little kids. They loved each other and they got up to no good, and I was conceived. Well, I come to Taree. I didn't know anything about Aboriginal, anything. And every morning I'd sit out on the front doorstep and watch everybody, and I think, oh, it's unreal, they really care about their kids. Although that's wrong what they said. They do love their kids and they do love each other, and they're always laughing. And I met these people and I told them about that I didn't know who my mother was, and they were shocked. They said, well, come on then. And it was my 25th birthday, and they took me to Barkindji on a trip because on my birth certificate it has Mummy's name, Patchy Black, and it just has Barkindji there. So we just took a stab at that, thinking, wonder if she's still there. And when I got out of the car, and there was Aboriginal people in the streets, and they were yelling out, Patsy! And that's my mum. Oh, we thought you were Patsy. Oh, well, I knew straight away. They took me out the back of the mallee, at the back of Wilcannia, and there she was, and then she came out, and I said, oh, are you Patsy Black? And she goes, no, I'm your mum. I'm your mummy. And she gave me a big cuddle. First cuddle I'd had since I was a baby. You know, you can be with any blackfellas, and we're all brothers and sisters and family, and you feel good. But when you're with your own mob, that's what heals your Aboriginal soul.